spit stats like a tactician. Link breaking plays down, surging with precision. Scoob got the jokes, punchlines hitting crisp. Whole squad on the mic, call it audible bliss. Gritter and gospel. We the chapel of the huddle, global reach, Titan speak. Breaking every bubble from the turf to the booth. Knowledge stay colossal. Podcast the playbook, no room for apostle. Titans global, we break it, we mold it. Talking pigskin, the truth get unfolded. Max Link School, we the squad, we the clone. Football mind sharp, taking you across the globe. Max drop jams, X's and O's like hieroglyphs. Link dissecting plays, no time for the myth. School, keep it raw. Laugh till you cry, huddle up. Titans talk, no flag, let it fly. Every league, every player, we dissect the grind. From the draft to the field, future stars in line. Whistles blow, helmets clash, stories untold. We bring the heat like cleats burning through the cold.
From kickoff to OT, every snap's a tale. Global Titans, we prevail, never stale.
What's up, Titans fans? And welcome to another episode of Titans Global Podcast. I am your host, Maximus Titan Fan, and with me, as always, is my good buddy Link. Scoob will be back here in just a second, I'm sure. Hey, there's Scoob.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Guys? Good to be here. Thanks for tuning in. A lot to talk about tonight. We have a schedule release. We are one step closer to the season. It's not football, but it's something. So a lot to get into. We're going to kind of break everything down, go through these teams. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Most importantly, get in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts, predictions, how we feel. Is it an easy schedule, hard schedule? I know everybody's got thoughts, so let's introduce Scoop and get right into it.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Tighten up. Let's go. Let's get this started.
All right. Well, I mean, that was easy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to talk about schedule tonight. But before we get into the schedule, I heard a piece of news today that got me excited in all kinds of different ways. By the way, you're going to have to excuse me tonight. I had a dual root canal, so I don't know if I'm talking weird or whatever, but it feels very weird. Javon Kearse, the freak himself, is going to privately tutor or mentor, however you want to say it, Femi Oladipo in training camp this year.
Oh, okay.
And Femi already was being called Freak 2.0 based on his body and his speed, 40 time, all that kind of stuff. So if he can pick up even just a few of Kearse's finesse inside moves, I feel like, man, this might be an amazing year for Femi Oladipo.
Okay.
The argument on Femi coming out, like he had the metrics, right? He had the size, the strength. It was really the lack of play time at that position. I mean, he was converted to outside linebacker. I think he only played was it a full season at outside linebacker? Was it even a full season? Either way, very inexperienced at that position. So, that was the debate coming out. Is he a good fit coming in as raw as he is? But he has all the talent in the world. The ceiling's high. So, I mean, this is definitely a good sign. I think having a veteran mentor you, especially someone who's had success in the league. Think back to Derrick Henry, right? Like he had been in the league we were going on 3 years at that point. He had kind of yet to get over that hump. And then it was a set down with Eddie George that really kind of got him moving forward and turned Derrick Henry into what Derrick Henry is known for today. So sometimes it's something just as simple as that to drive a player forward. So, I hope it works out because that's a pivotal part of this defense if he's able to hit that next level and find success in the NFL.
Yeah, like I said, it just gets me all kinds of excited. So, yeah, schedule. 2026, apparently we're the 6th easiest schedule or the 7th easiest schedule. I don't know. They said that last year. They said that last year. We ended up with like the 2nd hardest schedule in the NFL or something like that. Maybe even the hardest. I think it was the hardest. Anyway, point remains that I have wanted a Titans home game that I felt like we could win for a couple years now. The Bears, I actually felt like we could win. So that's with Caleb Williams or whatever. But anyway, point is, this year we get the Jets at home, week 1. It's the revenge game for Robert Saleh for them firing him, and to be honest, the Jets have nothing but regress since they have fired him, so that's nice. But point is, I think we have a very good shot at winning week 1, walking away 1-0 after week 1, which is something that the Titans haven't done in, I don't know, 2012, I think, or 2011, something like that. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Right.
Well, I mean, you said it, right? Like all the pieces are there. It's Robert Saleh's, revenge game against New York. You had the Jermaine Johnson and Tavondre Sweat trade. Like it's Jarvis Brownlee Jr. saying it's going to be a bloodbath. Like it's all the necessary ingredients you need for a good opener, right? So I do agree with you. I think it is a winnable game. I think that more of those things fall in the Titans' favor than they do the Jets. And it's just the Jets have been so bad for so long. Now, to their credit, they've done things a lot differently over the past few months. They've definitely built I'm not going to say contender, but a competitive roster. So we'll see. I mean, I think it's an interesting matchup. And look, I don't really know what the identity of this Titans team is, right? Like that's going to be the most interesting thing coming out week 1. And even in the preseason is, what is the scheme? What is the plan with Cam Ward? So this feels like a really interesting matchup to figure that out and take advantage of a secondary for the Jets that they're still trying to piece together.
I like that. Scoob, anything you want to add to that week 1?
Man, I'm just ready. I hope we kick their ass. Truthfully. Last time we started 1-0 was 2023.
Really?
That's what I just looked it up. We beat the Saints.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the last time we started 1-0, 2023. But yeah, no, I'm ready. I think the Jets is a perfect game for us to start out with the new season because we're about on the same level as them. I think our quarterback play is going to be better than theirs, and I think that's what's going to get us over the hump and beat the Jets in week 1.
Yeah, I agree with that. They don't really have anything at quarterback. Anyway, I just think it's an easy team to walk.
And did y'all see Brownlee's comments he made?
Nope.
Oh man, he put some comments on Twitter and Instagram, but they were deleted afterwards. Pretty much.
Yeah, he said it was going to be a bloodbath. Like
and the bad thing is he might not even be starting. So I just thought I wanted to throw that out there. I thought that was pretty funny.
Hey, we'll see. I'm sure he's anxious to get back at us.
Yeah.
Just like Saleh, I'm sure is anxious to show the Jets their mistake.
So are we going to do score predictions or just win and loss predictions?
I was just going to do win and loss predictions. I mean, at the end, I guess we can tally up the score.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm doing score this early, but I'll say, I'll say that's a winnable game.
I'm gonna say we're winning by 10. I'm just gonna go and say it. I already made a bet on FanDuel. We're winning by 10 points.
Oh, there you go. Scoob is in the house
before the preseason, before the rosters are set, before
Yeah.
That's my dude right there.
10-point game right there. We're gonna do it.
All right. So I'm saying it's a win. Scoob, obviously, it's a win.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the Jets.
And
I mean,
Link,
we have to beat the Jets, man. We have to beat the Jets.
I won't say that, but yeah, we should beat the Jets.
You're in a bad
place. We have to beat the Jets.
Like that's not how you want to start.
If we don't beat the Jets, man, I'm telling you, we have to beat the Jets. We have to. If everything, I mean, for the coaches, for the players, for everybody, we have to beat the Jets.
All right. We'll go with that, Scoob. And let's say we do beat the Jets. Week 2, Philadelphia comes rolling through Nashville.
Ooh.
And in my opinion, Barkley and AJ Brown just kind of.
If AJ's there,
Even if he's not, it's still a very talented team, and I'm not sure that the Titans can hold up to that kind of talent that early in the season before they, really get a feel for where they're at and what they're doing. So I just went with the fact that they're just a little bit too much for us right now, and that's probably a loss.
Right, but we could catch them early, and those are the kind of games that we win.
I mean, that's the hope, right? Like, that's the argument if you're a Titans fan is, it's early in the season. I do agree with Scoob. I think that post June 1st, they're probably A.J. Brownless. I think that is a trade with New England. There's just been too much smoke on that for there not to be fired. Right. So, I don't know. I mean, you get them early. Maybe they don't have everything put together just yet. Maybe Saquon comes out.
They got some dysfunction, man. They do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see what happens, but I mean, on paper, no, it's this is a straight up loss on paper, right? Like the talent is just a few steps above what the Titans are. So, early predictions minus injuries, something like that. I'm calling this one a loss.
And depending on how great the defense plays too. So, we'll have to see if our defense can keep us in the game.
Yeah, again, like I said, everybody's going to be trying to feel themselves out still at week 2. Right. They're trying to figure out exactly how they fit, and even the coaches too. They're still trying to figure out how.
I can see us being 1-1 playing. Yeah, I can see us being 1-1.
I think that's reasonable, and I think that's where I'm trying to be this year, because I don't want to be that guy that gets all disappointed because I had unreal expectations.
But I can also see us being 2-0. So just because, just like I said, I think it's all dependent on how quick our defense.
Yeah.
Why not, man? Yeah.
Our defense is what's going to make the whole season this year, in my opinion.
I actually agree with you on that. I think our defense probably wins us at least 3 games this season. I think just based on defensive play alone, I think it wins us probably 3 games.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So then, week 3, we fly up to New York for the revenge game, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, yes, Saleh is a good revenge game in the week 1, but not only do we have Dable, but we also have Wandale, Cordell, Austin, Schlottman.
Man, we're beating the Giants. Daniel, I'm just going to tell you.
So I mean, we've got obviously a lot of Giants on our team.
Yeah, we're going to beat the Giants.
I feel like that might be the game where we really see Wandale and Cam kind of link up and get going, because I feel like that's where he's going to be really pushing to shine if he hasn't already.
I believe that's going to be the Tate breakout game, too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I think week 3, week 4, Tate's going to start feeling it and start, doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. You have your revenge game with Saleh, then you turn around week 3 and have that revenge game with pretty much half your roster and Dayball. Like it again. Now you're going to New York on this one, so they're going to have a lot of those same emotions. I think this really comes down to how good Jackson Dart is this year, right? Like I think this is going to be a really good measuring point for Cam Ward against Jackson Dart to see who has the better start to the season. I think you've got 2 teams here who are both very likely 1-1 and are really trying to not get behind 500, right? Like these are 2 teams that are fighting for a wild card spot is kind of the feeling going into this season. So I think this is a competitive game. Look, it's early right now looking at where both of these teams stand. I just have a few more questions about the cohesion of the Titans offense than I would about the Giants. I don't know. Just something. I just think Jackson Dart, I think he's going to have a bigger year than most people think. And for that reason, I think they get this one at home against the Titans, if I'm guessing early. Like
Jeffrey Simmons and that defensive line is going to have Jackson Dart running for his life. He's going to have a terrible game against us. Jackson Dart, I have no faith in that man. our defense is going to ruin him. He is not going to
If
have a
he's
good
not
game
hurt
against
already.
us.
I hope. Yeah, I hope so. I hope you're
Jeffrey
right.
Simmons and them boys are not going to let Jackson Dart do anything. I just don't have no confidence in Jackson Dart. To me,
I
he's
mean,
not an NFL quarterback.
I think he reminds me more of a Drew Brees.
He's like
than any other
a upgrade.
That's a pretty good
Pavia.
compliment. Easy.
He's like an upgraded Pavia, is all he is to me.
Oh, wow!
I'm not a fan of Jackson Dart. I don't think he's going to
Damn.
be. Just my opinion. I'm just not a fan of Jackson Dart. I don't.
I
Think
mean,
Hey,
he's a
the
starting
smackdown
quarterback
on
in the NFL. I think he's a little bit.
he's a starting
more
quarterback because that's
polished
all they
I
got.
think he's a
If
little
you had
more
a-
polished than Pavia.
If you had another capable quarterback there, I promise you he wouldn't be the starter.
That's
Wow.
fantastic. All right, I'm calling that a win.
Me too. They're going to dominate Jackson Dart's ass, man. I'm telling you.
I don't know about domination, but I think it'll be a
The
win.
defense is going to at least 4 sacks, if not more.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm just putting it there. Our defense is going to eat his ass up.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. That is a huge game. We'll get into that later. Obviously going in order. But yes, very big game. And when we get to that, I will point out why for the people who, it isn't obvious to.
Right.
But Titans at Ravens.
Ooh.
Now, this is a revenge game, but not for the Titans. This
Right.
would be like the reverse card of a revenge game. This is like if you're playing Uno with some people and they throw down that reverse bullshit, and you're like,
You think this is a revenge game for Henry?
yeah, I mean,
I don't think so because he left on his own will. So I don't think it's a revenge game. I think he wants to play good, but I don't believe it's a revenge. I mean, just my opinion. I don't think it's a revenge game for him.
well, I mean, it's the
I agree with
Ravens,
both
but-
sides there. Like, I don't necessarily think it's a revenge game for him, but I also don't agree that he left on his own free will, right? Like, I think given the opportunity, he would have remained a Titan
Yes.
if they would have matched whatever Baltimore was offering him, right? So I don't think that was necessarily his decision. However, to call it a revenge game, like, trust me, Derrick Henry is doing just fine at the Ravens.
Oh, yeah.
He probably has a better opportunity to compete with what's on that roster than he would have with the Titans. Like, it was best for both parties to move on. So I
Right.
wouldn't call it a revenge game, but it is interesting, right? Like,
But
I
we don't want him
definitely
getting
think he
200
wants to have a big
yards on
game.
us.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like, given the opportunity, Derrick Henry will run for 300, right? Like, you
Oh,
still
yeah.
have to go out there and tackle him.
We
So,
need to
it's-
keep Henry under 100 yards if we want to win that game.
yeah, I mean, it's in the back of his mind. I just don't know that there's bad feelings there, but he definitely wants to put on a show against the Titans for sure.
Right.
I mean, maybe not. Just my thoughts, my gut feeling that I do feel like he does harbor some bad feelings. Not so much for his exit as Vrabel's, but, whatever. Anyway, teacher's pet thing going on there. I totally think that the Ravens are going to win that game, unfortunately, and that the Titans take a loss there. So,
Right. Yeah, those games are always crazy with the Ravens, man. When we don't think we're going to beat them, we beat them. When we think we're going to beat them, they beat us. I mean, that's just how it's been with the Ravens the whole time. That's a flip-flop game for me.
yeah, and I'll just go from one bad news bear to another because I don't really like giving this team any kind of credit or anything, but I have to be realistic with myself.
Right.
Texans are probably going to come in, and their D-line this early in the season is just too much for our O-line, and they make Cam run for his life, and I just feel like they probably win this game.
So you're saying we're going to be 2-3
Yeah.
after the Houston game?
Mhm.
Okay. I can agree with that because Houston, man, they're on a different level than us right now. They're a very
Yeah,
complete team.
They went 12-5 last week or
Yeah, I know.
last year, and they have a
They probably have
fairly
the best
decent
defense in the
defensive
NFL.
line.
They probably have the
Yeah.
best defense in the NFL.
I mean, they're a competitor, right? Like they're at the point that the Titans are trying to get to. You know
Yeah.
that they're kind of top dog until proven otherwise in this division, in my opinion. So yeah. You said it.
But if they can put some pressure on Stroud, and keep the game close, then you never know. But the
Yeah.
last 2 times we played them, they skunked us, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody skunked us in the AFC South last
Yeah.
year, so I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. I tried to chalk last year up as just scratch that from memory completely.
Right.
It's like those 4-12 seasons of the Jeff Fisher days. You just scratch that from memory.
Right.
So next is Titans at Colts. We go up to Indianapolis to play our cousins, I guess. Up. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, I think it's a tough game, and I think it's really close. But again, trying to be a realistic fan here, I think it's another loss because it is at Indianapolis. Again, it's still the 5th week. We're still trying to learn, or 6th week, excuse me. We're still trying to learn where exactly we're at in that. So I still say that we take a loss against the Colts.
Depending on who the quarterback is, I mean, we'll see. I think that's a winnable game for me, depending on who the quarterback is for the Colts. So Danny Dimes, if he's healthy, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I actually don't disagree there. Like, I think if Danny Dimes plays, that's probably a loss. But I do agree with Scoop. Like, I think there's a chance. It's still early. I mean, you're, week 2, 4? That's week 6. I mean, he's probably back at that point. I guess maybe they could rush him and then, that nags. But I don't know. I'll mark it as a win just because, out of these first 6 games, like I feel like up until the bye week, this is actually a pretty grueling schedule. Just the way it's set up. Like, I know it's supposed to be one of the easiest, but if you look at those first 8 games, I don't love it. So I gave them a win here just to find 2 wins to this point. So I don't know. We'll see. But I did mark it as a W.
I got us at 3-3 right here. So I think we're going to beat the Colts. So I think we're going to be a 3-3 going out of that game.
I got 2 and 4. Anyway, so let's move on to the next one, which the Browns.
Yeah.
Thank God. I mean, the NFL really threw us a bone here. Get it?
Yeah. I mean,
anyway.
Didn't we play the Browns last year too?
We did, and we beat them
with
half the team we are today. So,
yeah,
we're gonna beat them again.
I believe with the win. As long as we can keep Garrett at bay like we did last year.
I think they're still trying to figure out their quarterback.
Yeah,
they're
still trying to figure out.
Well,
I think it's Watson, man.
Like, it is going to be Watson. That's what they said. I was reading an article. It's going to be. I mean, they paying that man. It's got to be Watson.
That's what the coaches, the GM, and the owner wants for sure. But I think the fans really more want Sanders.
Right.
There's a huge outcrying out there for Sanders to be.
Yeah, but Sanders ain't getting $250 million guaranteed either.
No, I totally
think
agree
just for that
you.
reason, you got to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, the investment is what's killing him there.
But by that time, he could be injured again, so there's no telling.
Yeah, again, yeah. Is he 30 or 31 this year?
He's up there.
Yeah, he's getting old now. So,
Yeah, I think that's a winnable game. I'm saying we're going to be 4-3 after the Browns game.
I'll say this. If we don't win that game, I'll be more upset about not winning that game as not winning the previous 3 games. Those 3 I can accept.
Right.
This one I cannot.
Well, that's tough because you got 2 divisional games in there. Like, I would argue the divisional wins versus a Browns loss. But I get your point. I get your
value, sure. But
I get your point.
Which one makes me more scared about the damn coaching staff? And
the Jets and the Browns have to be winnable games. They have to win those games.
I mean, I agree. I think it really does depend on the quarterback situation. The same as the Colts, and I think those two games
Yeah.
are kind of interchangeable. I think you probably split those two. So I don't know.
If we want to
Look,
be the
it's
team that
so
we
early,
want to be,
right? Like
they
we have
need to.
no idea who even we could be looking at
Right.
Dylan Gabriel as the quarter. Like
Right.
you just have no idea at this point.
That's
but
the truth.
yeah,
But those are the games that if we want to be the Titans that we want to be, those we have to win games
oh
like
for
that.
sure,
Those
absolutely.
are games we
That
have to
one-
win.
that's a home game as well, right? The Browns
Yes.
game.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
those are games we have to win if we want to take that step forward.
That's a very good statement, and I agree with this statement.
Yeah.
The next week, however, we have to deal with the Bengals, their cousins in Ohio. They went
Yeah.
6-11 last year, and to me, honestly, this game depends on
Which
Joe
Bengals
Burrow.
we're going to see.
is Joe Burrow healthy? If he's
Right.
healthy, I'm sorry, it's a loss. I don't think there's any way that the Titans
I mean, their
secondary can
defense
keep
is
up with
terrible,
their
though.
wide receivers. I just don't see it. But if Joe Burrow's injured and somebody else is the quarterback at that point, then I honestly I think that's a pretty good shot there.
Yeah.
Although I still think we have a hard time containing.
That defense is
Lamar Jackson.
terrible. That's a terrible defense. It just depends on which Bengals team we see. Are we going to see the A-plus Bengals team or the 6-11 Bengals team? So I think that's a winnable game right there. I really do.
I mean, look, what you hope your strengths are as a Titans team this year is what the Bengals fear that their weaknesses are, right?
Right.
Like you have that strong defense. We hope they're able to finally get to the quarterback. The Bengals have a weak offensive line. They have some questions on defense. You feel like you can at least move the ball in the run game. Like it's the formula as a Titans team that you hope to be able to beat this, right? Like this is probably one of your better matchups of the year. You feel like,
Right.
So even if they have a good record, like, yeah, it's a winnable game. So I don't know, but I also think Joe Burrow, by the time his career is over, will be one of the best quarterbacks in the league if he's able to stay healthy. So
I agree
at the
with that.
same time, like you're up against a lot there.
I'm going to tell you, one of my friends said he's the new Dan Marino. He's going to have great stats and never win the big one.
I mean,
You know,
I don't know.
maybe
We'll see.
he never can seem to be healthy at the end of the year.
Right.
I don't know that he finds a success at Cincinnati. Like, not to get like way off on a tangent about the Bengals here, but I just don't know if he finds that success at Cincinnati.
Right.
Like, I just feel like if you put him in a situation like a Miami or a New York, and you put the money and the talent around him, like that's where he would really shine. I don't feel like they've done enough building around him to make him successful. That would be my argument there. Like it was the same way with Andy Dalton, right? Like that was the argument with Andy Dalton the whole time. The talent was there, but they couldn't put a team around him.
Ownership doesn't care. It just seems like they don't care.
I don't know. When you're
Dude.
throwing balls to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, it's hard to say that the talent isn't there.
Well,
for Joe
yeah,
Burrow.
no. I mean, you've got the receivers, but I mean, he either doesn't have time to get him the ball. He has
That's
no
true.
safety net. He has zero safety net. You haven't done anything on
Again,
defense to build.
Terrible
Yeah, I mean,
defense,
you've given
right.
him receivers, but what else? Like
Their
that
run
would be
game
my
sucks
argument.
too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you literally have no other players other than a star quarterback and 2 star wide receivers. Like that's it.
Right.
That is your offense, yeah. That in a nutshell.
And
that
Higgins
the
is
Bengals
actually
offense.
dropping off some too.
Yeah.
He's getting older.
Yep.
So we'll see. And that's a game that me and my daughter might be at. We might be at that game.
I'm
That's
saying,
a 4-hour
that's a
drive,
loss.
man. It's a 4-hour drive. We might be at that game.
And again, like I said, the bye is at the perfect time, right in the middle of the season. You get a week 9, absolutely perfect. Could not ask for a better bye week time, in my personal opinion. Coming out of the bye, I'd rather us play now. If we were playing the Bengals out of the bye, I would have a completely different. I would say we would win that game because out of the bye, I feel like I don't know. I feel like if you look at Vrabel's teams, they always played very well after the bye. I hate to use Vrabel as a example, but it seems like Saleh and Vrabel are very similar in the way that they plan on running the team and the way that they coach football. Period.
Right.
So I'm interested to see if it is the same that we come out of the bye week with vigor and beat the Jaguars, because that's
Right.
that's who we play right out of the gate, and they're like 13-4 last year. So, and they went to the playoffs, so we can almost undoubtedly assume that they're going to have a losing season this year, right? I mean, isn't that the formula for Jaguars?
Right. One thing I read I wanted to tell y'all about. I noticed that our first 8 games or 10 games or something like that, 6 of the teams we play, we're going to play them on a short week. So that's a thing to think about too. 6 of the teams we play in the first 10 games are going to be on a short week and not have as
That's
much of
interesting.
rest. So
That
that's
is
one thing I was interested reading about. So we'll see how that plays out too.
That's one of those good things about not getting primetime games.
Right.
A lot of fans have been complaining about us not having primetime games.
I don't care
and I
about
was
that.
like, yeah, that's me. I mean, it's like, whatever. I can easily
Right.
schedule my weeks now around the Titans football game.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
There are worse things than being done with your Titans game at 3:00 on Sunday, and then you still have all day, right? Like there
Right.
is a benefit to that. Not having to plan your work day around Monday and Thursday nights. Like it's fine. No international games. Like
Yeah, I was
Giannis
really
at 12
excited about
o'clock,
that.
I'm good. Yeah.
I hate them international games, man.
Well, it's just rough on the team traveling that
Yeah.
far, playing at an unfamiliar place.
Right.
I just
So-
feel like that's.
I believe we're going to be around 500 going into the bye week on the positive side.
I honestly did not give us nearly as many wins as you did. So, yeah, I'm way on the negative going into the bye week. Not way on the I guess that's a bad way to say. I think we're like 3-4.
I think we're going to be closer to 500 going into the bye week.
Yeah, 3 and something. But doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
we'll do mine at the end. I don't want y'all to yell at me.
Yeah. So, yeah, we come out of the bye week. I feel like we win against the Jaguars at home.
Yeah,
and I
that's one of
think
the games where we beat them at home and they beat us at home. It's like that every year.
Yep.
Or
That's
they
kinda what I'm
beat us
thinking.
here and then we beat them there. I mean, it's like the never-ending cycle with the Jaguars.
I mean,
Well, it's the Jaguars.
normally I would try to break that down better, but it's so true that
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think you can probably split one of the Jacksonville games. Look, I don't think Jacksonville's as good of a team.
Even
as
though
the
the
record
last
was
2
last
years
year.
they swept us. I mean, I know.
Yeah, they have. I don't know. And maybe that's just, what I feel my history is on Jacksonville.
Right.
I don't know. I always feel like they're a little bit overhyped.
Always.
I feel like you can maybe split one of the Jacksonville games. Like, I think you can split a Colts game. You can split a Jacksonville game. Realistically, I think Houston's the only team that probably is most likely to sweep you. Yeah.
Yeah. There
Right.
you go.
I mean,
I
Jacksonville
hate to
did go
give 'em any
12-5
credit.
last year, right?
13-4.
13-4. See,
Yeah, that's what I'm
13-4.
saying. Like yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't feel like they're that good, but I guess.
Again,
Well,
the
they-
formula for Jacksonville is go to the playoffs, have a losing season, have around a 500 season or right around that, and then the next year they go to the playoffs and they repeat the process over and over and over and over again.
But wouldn't you kill for that as a Titans fan over the last 3 years, though? Like,
Damn it! Yeah, shut up, man. Don't be poking holes.
just give me a chance, Just-
right.
Don't be poking holes in my stuff, man.
I feel
Anyway.
like our team is a lot more upgraded this year, so I think we're going to be a better team. We've upgraded just about every position almost, so and
think
we've
we'll be
upgraded
better.
the depth.
way better than we were last year, and that's
Yeah.
all I care about.
Yeah.
The next week we go to the Cowboys,
Whew.
Dallas, which
You just never know with them, do you?
Man, I'll be honest with you. Before I was a Titans fan, I was a Buffalo fan. And maybe it's just something about the red, white, and blue that got
Right.
me into Titans. I don't know. No, I didn't. It's because
See, I hate the Cowboys, man.
anyway. But it was Buffalo though, man. It was their grit. Back in the
Right.
day with Jim Kelly, they were tough sons of bitches, and I just loved watching them. And I guess I like rooting for the underdog,
Right.
because I just kept thinking, man, this is their year, man. They're good enough to make the play or the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. The third one is finally going to be it, right? No.
The fourth
I
one
mean, they
either.
did get a win. Yeah, they did get a win, but it wasn't against the Cowboys. So for
Right.
eternity, I absolutely hate the Cowboys.
Oh man, that's the most. Well, they're up there with the Ravens for me.
They are one of my absolute
Yeah,
hate teams. Now, my wife would tell you the Steelers, and I'm not
they're
really
up
sure
there
why she
too.
hates the Steelers so much. But yeah, she would say the Steelers, but my personal numero uno is always going to be, just like in Alabama, it's always going to be the Cowboys.
Right, and that's a game that I'm going to really try to go to this year. I want to go to that stadium and watch them play. So
Ooh.
I'm going to do what I can this year to go to that game.
All right. I'll be honest with you, man. I would not go to Texas for a lot of money. Like somebody could offer me a lot of money and just say, all you got to do is go to Texas, man. And I'd be like,
Right.
nah.
Hey, Houston was fun, man. And the fan, I guess, because I wear an outfit and and stuff. The fans were all cool with me. So maybe it's just different, you know what I'm saying? But
okay, let me rephrase that. If I was flying in as a Titans fan, watching a football game and leaving,
right,
I might like Texas.
right.
But when I went to Texas, I had family that was living in Texas, so we hung out there for like 2 weeks in San Antonio, and then they moved again to Fort Worth, Dallas area, and I went and visited them while they lived there. Both times were horrible. I absolutely hated Texas. I hated everything about it. The weather sucked. The people were mean. Everything was big and too sweet. It was just. It was almost like going to the carnival. It was very odd. It was an odd mixture of things that just messed with your sensory system. But beyond all that, now that you guys have a glimpse into my heart as the hatred of the Cowboys that I hold beyond the state of Texas and the Cowboys. Sorry, guys. I just absolutely hate you guys. Not to mention Houston and all the bull crap they brought up over the last 20 years.
Right.
Yeah, so but I hate to say it, but the Cowboys, I think, pull out a win against the Titans. Again, I'm giving us a loss.
I like how you're mumbling our losses.
I can't help it, man. I don't want to
He's like,
say.
we're going to lose.
No, look, I think Cowboys, look, I think they've got a lot of questions. I don't despise them the way that you guys do, but I do think it's a little bit of a joke of a franchise right now with the way that Jerry Jones is kind of operating things as a whole. So, they're one of those teams that I feel like is probably more on the decline. I think that they could have been a little more aggressive in the draft to try to move up and make a play on somebody like a Orville Reese. I don't know. We'll see. So
Right.
We'll see what
I think
happens.
we can win that game, man. I believe we can win that game.
Yeah, I think it's winnable. So yeah, I'm looking for teams to find wins against.
Plus,
here.
Dak will probably be hurt by then. So he
Possibly.
won't be,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I
George
think that's
Pickens
a winnable
is
game.
holding out. No. All right. So we move on from the Cowboys, and we run into the Jaguars again. NFL.
Quickly.
Guys, what the hell, man? You give us 2 weeks, and we see the same team again.
That's happened. That's not going to happen a lot this year for multiple teams, though. Multiple teams are going to play their divisional game within 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They're trying to push that more.
I hate this because we're at the Jaguars this time, and
Right.
I feel like I feel like we split the games with them. So again,
Yeah.
we lose.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a split with the Jags. Again, I think you can split with the Jags and Colts. I think that's the goal
Right.
this year.
Yeah, I really do. I honestly, I'm with you, Link. If we split with the Jags and the Colts, and if we go into, we'll get to that later. Whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. Commanders at the Titans. Washington comes rolling through.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
going to
one
win
of the
that game.
games. This is one of the games I'm actually really excited about because we get to see two young quarterbacks and two young offenses with organizations that aren't exactly molded to what they know they're going to be. You know what I mean? I feel like this is one of those games where it's just going to be exciting and fun to watch. And I honestly think the NFL missed an opportunity there to make a primetime game. But we
Well,
might both
They
be
can't
crap.
flex it by then. It's a flexible game, so they can flex that.
I thought the only flex game we had was the last week, which was with the
No,
Texans.
they can flex just about any week almost. I think after week 8, it's all. I think like most of the games are flexible.
I wasn't
Well,
aware
I
of that.
mean,
So yeah, but and by then, man, Jaden Daniels, I'm not big on him because his injury. We might see Marcus Mariota coming up against us.
Hey, easy now, because Marcus Mariota, I mean,
Plays
look,
I'm
if
just
you're
saying,
the
man.
Titans, you don't have a lot of luck against former Titan quarterbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then
I'm
on
just
top of
saying
that,
we
like,
might see Marcus Mariota as the starter in that game because I'm
it's
not
possible.
a big Jaden Daniels is injury prone.
Yeah, he is, but I think if he is healthy, which I'm just gonna assume he is because I am, I'm just looking at it on paper. I think the Commanders, yeah, I think they're still a legit contender as a Super Bowl team. I think they can make a push in the playoffs. This one just feels like a loss to me. If Daniels is healthy, but even if he's not, I'm not saying it's an easy one with Mariota in there either.
I think we're going to beat them. I feel like their defense has dropped off a little bit, but I think we're going to beat the Redskins. I'm still calling them the Redskins.
Yeah. I agree with you on the fact that their defense has dropped off majorly.
Yeah.
And I also agree with the fact that Jaden Daniels might not be it. People might
Right.
have crowned him a little too early, but it's interesting to see how he responds this season. This is the one that's really going to tell the tale for Jaden Daniels.
Right. And I
But-
also feel like Jeffrey Simmons eats these young quarterbacks for lunch. He does, man. He eats these young quarterbacks up. He puts fear in them, and they make mistakes, and that's what I see happening in that game.
I'll say this: by this time in the season, they should already know. I mean, we if they are as good as we think they're going to be, then everybody's going to know the Titans, defensive line comes to eat.
Jeffrey Simmons is going to have 15 sacks this year.
Woo!
Book it. With the
That's a
upgrade to the
bold
defensive
prediction.
line, they can't double team and triple team him anymore.
Well,
They can't. And he's going to eat because of that. I feel like he's going to have 12 to 15 sacks.
I think that would be an NFL record for a defensive tackle. I could be wrong. I don't know.
You look how many times he was double team and triple team this last season, and still had 11 sacks. You know what I'm saying? And now they can't do that no more. So, because if they triple team or double team him, them other guys are going to eat up. So, I just feel like this is going to be a big year for Simmons.
fair enough.
All right, so we move on to the Lions. Damn it.
That's a game that's going to be tough for us to win.
Yeah, I was going to
Good
say, the
team.
Lions get back to their
And it's in
their
Detroit
winning
too,
ways this
right?
year. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
And, yep.
Yeah,
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a loss.
that's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
But
so
they do
damn.
lose some players too, though. But that's going to be a tough game.
Aaron Donald which I knew Aaron Donald held the stat for the most sacks in a year as a defensive tackle. I did not know he had 20 and a half.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What
That was the year he got
Man.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Man, Scoob, you're on Twitter. Have you seen all the crazy ass workout videos of him lately? That dude is still built just as good as he was the day he left the NFL. That dude is scary.
Yeah. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, no kidding, right? So week 15 we roll in, or excuse me, the Colts roll into Nashville.
Yeah.
And this time, I think, obviously, I said we split with.
Hopefully,
the
we're
Colts,
clicking by then, and we've won a few games in a row. You know what I'm saying? And we got a little momentum going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all pretty much agree that your two splits are Colts and Jags. If you're gonna get that, yep.
All right, now these next 2 weeks for me hold a lot of significance.
Yeah.
The first one is the Titans at the Raiders. We fly out to Las Vegas. It's kind of a long way for us, but still, it's Las Vegas.
We're going to win that game.
It's going to be first round pick, I think, personally, by that time in the year. We're looking at week 16. I think by that time, Mendoza is already taken over because their record is crap, and they're just trying to salvage whatever from the season that they can, like we did a couple years ago. But I think that's where they're at, and I think that this game will be first-round draft pick against next first-round draft pick. And I think that's an interesting story to spin on it or whatever, but I still think we come out with a win on that one.
And I can see that game getting flexed to Thursday night, especially if that's the case. And say we're winning, you know, we have I can see that game getting flexed.
Now,
yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I think it's an interesting matchup. I think that Mendoza, I do agree that he'll probably be starting by this point. Look, I think it's going to be a battle during training camp, right? Like, I don't think that's just – is it Cousins? He's the other one there, right?
Yeah.
Cousins,
Yeah, so it's not – I mean, I don't think it's just Cousins' job, like, walking into the season. I think there is a true battle there. I liked what they did with their schedule release with the Step Bros. Like, that was pretty hilarious.
That was pretty good,
But, yeah, I think with this game being at Vegas, I think that plays a part in it. I think they're a much better team than people are giving them credit for. Like, the fact that they were able to retain Crosby, you get a lot of pieces on that offense you think are going to help. Like, I think they're dangerous, right? In a division that has some questions with the Broncos and the Chiefs, like that's very up in the air. So I think they're still playing for something at this point in the season. I think they're kind of in the graphic, if you will. So, you know, I've got this one as a loss, but I think that this and the Pittsburgh game are essentially interchangeable, right? Like, I think you split this and Pittsburgh. I don't think you get 2 wins in a row.
Man, I think the Raiders are going to be at the bottom of their division and probably only have like 3 or 4 wins, if that, by the time we play.
I would be shocked. I would be shocked.
I don't see them.
I think the Raiders are at least a 500.
The Broncos are going to sweep them. The Chiefs are going to sweep them. The Chargers are going to sweep them.
But we don't even know if Mahomes is like where he's going to be at that point, right? Like I just think, again, it is way too early to tell. But I think the Raiders are a much better team on paper than you give them credit for. I think Crosby on that defense is going to be an absolute menace. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder with what went on at Baltimore.
Yep.
I think Mendoza has a chance to be at least a good game manager in his first year, which is what you're essentially going to get out of Cousins if he's the starter. So I think both of them can be successful quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I think Bowers is a huge piece of that offense. Like, if we're looking at Gunnar Helm, that's what you hope he becomes as Bowers, right? So I just think they've done a lot in free agency. Now, look, ownership and management, it hasn't been the best. That's been the Jets' problem as well. But I think the Raiders are in a much better position than people give them credit for, right? Like, I think they can actually make a splash in that division.
We'll see if
agree.
Crosby's
think-
healthy by then too, because he's been injury prone here lately.
Yeah, I guess he passed the physical, so I don't know.
I think the Raiders are a sneaky team. That's for sure. I think they're
Right.
and I agree with you on Crosby having a chip on his shoulder.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the type of player that's going to come back with a vengeance. Just
Oh.
because the Raiders made it seem, or excuse me, the Ravens made it seem like there was like some.
And he
"Oh,
also
maybe he didn't
could
pass the
be
physical."
pissed at the Raiders too and be like, I don't want to play this year. You know what
No,
I mean, I
I
guess,
don't
but
think that was it, because there was an agreement to trade him. Like, Crosby knew they
Yep.
gave him essentially the selection of where he wanted to go. I don't think there was any hard feelings even when the trade was
Okay.
going to happen, right? Like, it was just business at that point. But then
Right.
when he came back and they made it work, and I think they actually restructured,
Right.
they made it happen.
Yeah.
And then he was very happy with the Mendoza pickup.
Yep.
That team's gonna click, right? Like I think I'm telling
I guess
you.
I got
they're
to
one
see it to
watch.
believe it. I got to see it to believe it with the Raiders.
Hey, man, I'm sure that's what people are saying about us too. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I know, but
The next game, to me, is one of the most significant games we will play of the
it's
entire
the biggest
season. And
game. It's the biggest game of the year.
This is what Matthew was talking about.
Yeah. It's the biggest
Because it
game
is-
of the year.
It's
If you're
the
old
last
school.
game
If you're an
we will
old school
play.
Titans fan.
at Nissan Stadium.
Yeah.
And if we're able to win that game, we can forever say that we opened and closed Nissan Stadium
With a
on a
win.
Titans win.
Yes. And that's a winnable game too. You know,
I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
it is.
I've got this
because
down as a win. One, because
The
of,
Star-
like you
the
said, the nostalgia.
Steelers
and then
Steelers
two,
have a
like,
lot going on.
yeah, I mean, we don't even know what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, they are.
I mean, even with Aaron Rodgers,
He-
Aaron Rodgers is way past his prime.
He came back today, y'all. He's at camp.
Oh,
Did he?
officially? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
even
he signed
care,
a
man.
contract.
He's way past his prime, man. I feel like our defense is young and fast, and
I agree.
I want to win that game so bad. That's the number one game that I want to win this year.
Yeah, I think we win that game. And
Yeah.
and I agree that I think that is the if
It's the
we
biggest
have
game of
another
the
one
year.
of those, yeah, if we have another one of those 3-win seasons, this is one of the ones I want to be a W. Just
Right.
simply because it's the last game at Nissan Stadium.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's going to be a very emotional game for a lot of people.
Yeah, you're damn right, man. We've spent
Yeah.
27 years at that place. Whew, man.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you
I like
go.
that,
There you
Michael.
go, Michael.
I like that.
Yeah.
But no, seriously though, like for the old school guys like me that was around when we were in the AFC Central and played the Steelers and just watching the Steelers take over our stadium for so many years, man. I mean, I seen Titans fans that wore Titans jerseys to games, and when the Steelers come, they were wearing a Steelers jersey. You know what I'm saying? And it used to just kill me. And that's a big game. That's probably going to be the biggest game for a few years.
I agree.
Yeah.
Scoob. That is a huge game on my calendar.
Yeah.
So if you have been keeping up with my score, which I can't imagine you have, but if you have been keeping up with my score, you'll know that we roll into the Texans at 8-9. The very last game, they flex it. They're
Right.
in my opinion, if we roll in 8-9, we're a win and in wild card situation.
Yeah.
And I think they flex that to a primetime game, so we get a little primetime action.
Sunday night.
And yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that I feel like that's one that they would flex for us, either a Sunday or a Monday night game. And then,
Well, that's the game on my tickets that doesn't have a date. It says
Exactly.
TBD. It says TBD
to be
on my.
determined. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they are anticipating that AFC battle at the end.
Right.
They are already.
They're hoping
you know,
for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the NFL,
Yeah.
that's what they want. They want competition.
And I'm just glad we're not
So,
finishing the season with the Jaguars. God, we
Oh,
did that
God,
for so
yeah.
many years, man.
But in my opinion, again, we already talked about it. We
Right.
don't split with the Texans, so we lose that game, and we end up not going to the playoffs, 8-10. Let me ask you a question. If what I've just described to you, would you say it's a bad season?
No.
Absolutely not.
I mean, if we win
Cam-
8
if
games,
Cam progresses, and he's healthy, and you see some development out of the young guys, like that's what you're looking for, right?
I'm saying we're going to be a 500 team this year. That's what I'm
I would
thinking.
love
Around
to finish
500.
9-9. I would love to
Absolutely.
beat the Texans in the end of the season. If my scenario holds water all the way to the end of the season, I would love for that to be the end and us getting into
Right.
the playoffs and play around or whatever. But
Right.
even if it doesn't, and it does go the way I thought it would go, I'm not disappointed.
No,
I'm
that's a
actually
huge
pretty happy.
season, man.
Yeah,
gotta
I mean, to
think.
go from 3 wins to 8 wins, that's a
We've
pretty
won
big
6
step.
games in the last 2 years. To win 8 games this year would be great.
Absolutely. Hell,
Well,
to
and
win
that's
7 games would be great.
And it would show.
that's
It would
where
show
I'm
that
at,
we've
right?
improved. You know what I'm saying? It would
Yeah.
show that we've actually improved.
And I'm actually a little bit lower. Like I think this team is probably 5-12, 6-11. But I think that's not ideal, right? Like you want better. But I
No.
think that still can be a decent season.
Successful.
I
Right?
think
Like
6
winning
wins
6
would be
games
very
in the last 2
disappointing.
years and then winning 6 games in 1 year, like that's an improvement, no matter how you look
Yeah,
at it.
but I
So
still think
it's
that's a
not perfect.
disappointment.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Six-
no, absolutely. It's a
6
disappointment,
games
but it's
is a
progression,
disappointment.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's progression. It's disappointment, but it's progression. And realistically, if you look at how young this team is, I think that's a realistic expectation, right?
Yeah.
Like I thought the over under last year was 6 wins, and we came out with 3,
Right.
2, 3. I don't know.
3.
Either way.
FanDuel has
Either
us
way.
at 6.5.
That's exactly where we were last year.
I
And
was
I
gonna
think
say,
if you
Well, we
can,
were
and
at
I think if
5.5
you can
last
match,
year.
and I think if you can match at this point last year, we were at 6.5, like 100%. I remember, but that's just to say, like, if you can come out on that over, that's a successful
Yep.
season, right? Like,
Yep.
and I think 6 wins. No, it's not perfect. Yes, I'm upset. Give me a reason to watch into the fourth quarter. And if you lose close games, but you've got 6 wins and Cam Ward looks like a franchise quarterback,
Yes.
I'm okay, right? Like that's progression. That gives me hope moving forward. So, you know,
With 7
perfect,
wins,
but
I'm
I'll take
okay. 6 wins, I'm not happy.
well, no, nobody's happy with 6 wins, right? I don't
No.
think anybody's jumping up
Right.
and down celebrating with a 6-win season.
But
I'm just saying, I think you can find a silver lining. Now, if they come out and if they have a 2 to 3 win season, like now I'm up in arms, right? But
Well-
I'm just saying, I'm not up in arms over a 6-win season. Am I throwing a party? Hell no. But I can live with it for a year.
No,
right?
I get
If
what
you
you're
can,
saying.
If you can retain
No, I
this
get what
coaching
you're saying.
staff and
I'm just
progress,
saying.
I'm okay.
I just
Yeah,
feel
you're
like
not-
with all the improvements that we've made on the team, 6 wins would be a disappointment.
I don't think 6 wins would be a disappointment. I just think it's like Link said, it's not time to hit the panic button either. 2 to 3, 3 to even 4 wins, maybe
You got a
panic
problem.
button time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
But 6 to 7 wins, I'm not pissed or anything. I'm saying
Well, I'm not going to be
we
pissed.
still
I'm going to
have-
be disappointed.
we still have good hope for the future because we
Right.
doubled our win. Now let's say the next year we double our win total again. That happens all the time in the NFL. That's actually how it
Right.
usually happens. Is a
I mean, look what the
staggered
Patriots did. They won 3 games and then went to the Super Bowl. I mean,
Patriots
rare.
also had
Very
the
rare.
easiest schedule of the season last
very,
year.
very rare.
Yeah, that is extreme. That is an extremely
I'm
rare.
just saying it happens. The
It
Bengals
happens.
did it. The Bengals did it too when they went to the Super Bowl.
It does happen, but I'll say this: if we walk out of this season with 8 to 10 wins,
Oh,
There's
I'm doing cartwheels.
there is no way that Brian Dable is on this team next year. And for me,
I don't know. I
For
wouldn't
me-
be so sure.
I think he's going to do 2 seasons regardless.
I feel like he's just using this as a stepping stone to get to his next show. However, I could be wrong because he is infatuated
I
with
feel
Cam
like
Ward.
if we
Well,
make the
it
playoffs,
depends.
then yeah,
It
he's
depends
gone.
what's out there, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe the job he wants isn't available.
That's a good
Like
point.
that's
yeah.
very possible. So he
Yeah.
could be
Right.
he could be like so again. It is just so freaking early to tell.
Way too early.
We'll cross those bridges
Right.
when we get to it.
But and also remember this, guys. He wanted Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward will keep him here for a few years. He wanted Cam Ward, so
Yeah.
But he also
think
wants to be a
he'll-
head coach. Like that's part
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
it.
say,
So I think
yeah.
I think
I mean-
3 years is a little much, but I agree. I think 2 years is very possible.
Man, I put all this work into all these graphics and totally forgot about all.
To use them all.
Man. Whatever.
yeah,
Anyway,
I'm thinking 7 to 9 wins is what I'm thinking. Anything under that, I'm disappointed. Just my opinion. If we
I
hit
mean-
7 wins, I'm gonna be happy. But if anything under that, I'm gonna be disappointed.
yeah, I'm not really upset with the.
Like I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be raising hell. I'm just gonna be disappointed. So
I get
that's just my opinion on the season there, because I feel like all the adjustments we made and all the improvements we made on the roster, we have to at least win 7 games.
We have done well for ourselves this offseason. I will say that.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we close out this one, fellas?
No, yeah, just stay with us. I mean, still more to come. I guess next is what, training camp? Is that-
OTA started
yeah.
today.
So yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
I mean, stay with us. We'll keep bringing content and let you
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Look at these sexy jerseys that me and Link are wearing, boy.
Absolutely. Yep.
Man, I should have put mine on, man. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I am sweating bullets in here right now.
Right.
But,
No,
Yeah,
tighten
I
up,
should
everybody.
put it
Let's get ready, and hopefully we have a fun season this year.
For
there
sure.
we go.
Yeah,
Until next time, we thank you for being with us. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. 'Cause
That's
we
right.
do it just for fun, for the fans, by the fans. Until next time, tighten
tighten
up.
up.
Yep. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.